going to tell you the truth no one ever told you. Life doesn't owe you anything. Nobody owes you anything. Anything and everything you get, you got to earn. People will come into your life and they will leave your life. It's that simple. Work hard, believe in yourself, and at the end of the day, leave it all on the field. But remember, no one owes you nothing.
Hey, what's happening, people? How y'all doing? Welcome to another episode of Messages in the Madness with yours truly, Vernon Longhorn Davis. Happy Sunday to you, wherever you may be. Happy. Thank y'all for being here. Thank y'all for being a part of the show. I hope your life is wonderful. I hope everything is well. Hey, man, if I was any better, it'd be two of me, and I don't think the world's ready for that. Maybe there is two of me in an alternate universe, but yeah, two of me right now, right where I'm at. Yeah, that mean no, that just would be that would not be ideal, would it, people? No, it would not be. So glad y'all can make it in. Yes, no green screen tonight because I'm being lazy. Just being honest, just being lazy. No green screen. Just keeping it real, I guess you could say. I can't say that I was overly busy. I had plenty of time. I just didn't feel like putting it up. So ta-da! It is what it is, but I'm gonna show you this. Uh, been working on these. You know what these are, right? Yeah. Thank you package. And I got about 8, 9 boxes stacked up over there to the left, getting those prepared to get out on the road. So just been a little busy. I have been. Let me see. Let me turn off something. Turn off my green screen. Maybe I'll look a little better. No, I don't want the green screen. None. Okay, there we go. Maybe that looks a little better to y'all. So let's do a little roll call this evening. Hey, brother Roger, good to see you. Hey, Mr. Ned, how you doing? Good to see you. Sister Coley, good to see you. Baby sis, great to see you. That's right. Let's get motivated. And let's see. Hey, Miss Charlotte, glad you can make it. James, thank you very much. James was busy with Sunday school activity last week. So glad you can make it this week. Really glad. And Coley, the message tonight, the name of the topic of the show tonight is "It is what it is, or is it?" That's the topic for tonight. So Coley says, "Woohoo!" The thank you packets. Yes, real proud of those. Really proud of those. I'll be delivering those next week. But shout out and happy birthday to Miss Elta, who watches the show sometime, and all the July babies. Happy birthday to y'all. Hope everything is what you want it to be, and that it's the best birthday celebration ever. Uh, July is a busy month. It is. So I my next speaking engagement. Well, I had a show last night, but it didn't work out. But I still got paid. Long story short, I got money. So there's that. And didn't even tell one joke. Go figure. So my next speaking engagement, I will be in Quincy, Illinois again, 13th of July. Be speaking to the Army National Guard in reference to veteran suicide prevention. Talking to talking to those soldiers up there. Looking forward to that, and that's when I'll deliver these 2,000 thank you tags. Also to tri-state, tri-state together with veterans. So I'm looking forward to that. Let's see what else is going on. That's it. So tonight's topic. Of course, don't forget to hit like or love, guys. Please like or love, share the message. And Cody, to answer your question, it is what it is, or is it? Yep, that's it. There you go. So let's tonight's message comes from my own life. Well, it happens to you too. Yeah, what spurred me to talk about it tonight was a situation that happened the other day while picking up dinner. Young man walked up to me and asked if I could spare some change when I was, when I came back out of the restaurant. Hey, Miss Annette, good to see you. Don't get me wrong. Here in St. Louis, well, other places I've traveled to, hey, Unc, let me holler at you. Hey, Unc, can you? I'm like, first of all, I'm not your uncle, but it's a term of endearment. Hey, brother Dave, good to see you. It's a term of endearment. Hey, Unc, hey, Uncle. Now they don't say hey, Uncle. It's hey, Unc. Or they call you OG, and I don't know if they mean old gangster or old geezer, but hey, Unc, they get your attention. He said, hey, can you help me out with some change, a little something when you come out of the restaurant? I could have brushed him off and kept it moving by merely saying no. But I told him to wait until I came out. And when I went in, to pick up my to go order, I looked at my wallet. Smallest bill I had in there was a 10. So when I came out, he was sitting there just as patiently with a smile on his face, like a smile of appreciation. And I could tell he was going to be appreciative of whatever I gave him. So I gave him a $10 bill. He thanked me. He thanked me 3 times and stated that he was going to go to McDonald's to get something to eat and then use the rest of it for bus fare so he could get to work on Monday. $10. $10 ain't gonna make or break anybody that's watching this show. But that $10 was everything for him right there. So um truly, I don't know his total situation, but he did. He knew his situation. He could have just said, and as far as his situation is concerned, he could have just said, you know what, I ain't got no food, I ain't got no way to work. It just is what it is. But he says, but instead, he went out and asked complete strangers to help him. He chose the latter. He chose the or is it? And that's a big phrase, or is it? And that's what we are going to talk about tonight. That or is it? Because life is full of it is what it is. Or is it? Power. It goes along with that word if. If is a very big 2-letter word. And I know this is not politically correct, but I'm going to say it anyway. If is such a powerful and profane word that if my uncle wore a dress, he'd be my auntie. If. Just that. If. So, hey, Cheryl, good evening to you. Thank you for dropping in, joining us tonight. So, it is what it is, or is it? Hey, cousin Barbara, good to see you as well. Thank y'all. Make sure you hit like or love as you come through the door. Wipe your feet, hug everybody, and share the message. But there's well, James, you know what? It's hard for a lot of people to ask for help. You're not the only one. And that's the reason why I'm pounding on this subject. There's a common theme in my last 3 or 4 shows, if you really pay attention. I know it's not easy because I'm one of those people. It's hard for me to ask for help also. But as they say, it is what it is, or is it? There's a familiar comfort in that phrase, a way of acknowledging life's curveballs, life's missteps, things that life throws at you that are unexpected. And we say it like a mantra to ourselves, as we sigh, it is what it is. Man, it just is what it is. I think Ray Charles said it in a movie, man, it is what it is, and we're going to make it do what it do. But is it? Is it just us giving up? Is it just resignation? Is it just us throwing up our hands and saying, I'm done? By saying, it is what it is, man. Because just like the word no, we could say no and we don't have to do, somebody asks us something, we can say no, and there's nothing else we have to do. But if we say yes, that requires us to do something more. That requires more action, is what that requires. But the question here is there power hidden within those 3 little words? Or is it? Those 3 little words, or is it? Yes, there's a flicker of rebellion in that, or is it? It is. Because see, let me tell you, I've spent plenty of time saying this. It is what it is. Like it's a bad tape stuck on repeat. It can feel utterly defeating. A surrender to whatever life is throwing your way. That's what you're doing, just surrendering. It is what it is. Okay, fine. But hold on, because this seemingly passive phrase can actually be your secret weapon. Hey, baby girl, I see your daughter down there. Yeah, it's a secret weapon. Just chill out for a minute and listen to me. Sometimes it is what it is just a way to say, let's breathe. Just breathe. Let's just take a pause, or let's take a beat. Let's see what's going on here. Now we already know we can't control everything. We can't. We can't control traffic jams. We can't control the price of gas. We can't control the price of medicine. We can't control your neighbor next door playing music loud at 2 o'clock in the morning. Yet those things happen. Burnt toast, it's part of the breakfast experience sometimes. What do you do with burnt toast? You can either accept it for what it is, or you can take a knife and scrape it off, put you some jelly on it, keep it moving. Accepting these things doesn't mean giving up. It just means freeing up your brains freeing up a little brain space. Yeah, for you, for stuff that you can actually control. Moving stuff out of the way to get to the things that you can control. It's like putting down that heavy backpack you've been carrying around, and all of a sudden, the world seems a lot lighter. I wrote a story in my book called "Climb the Mountain Naked." Sometimes you got to peel off all those weights and those things that are keeping you from moving past. It is what it is. Sometimes you got to strip down and get naked. Release yourself of some of that weight to move forward. Cody says, I absolutely despise needing to ask for help, especially when I have to look towards people other than the two responsible for my existence. I get that, Cody. I do. Sometimes we do have to do that. Reach outside of our circles, our normal circles. I've had to do it. So here's how. I'm sorry, because I know a little bit more about your situation than others do. So, Cody, I'm really sorry. Um, Tonight I'm gonna show you how to make it is what it is work for you. You need a gratitude boost. Are you feeling stuck? Take a moment to appreciate the good things in your current situation, big or small. A roof over your head, supportive friends, maybe a great cup of coffee. Maybe you're moving into a new place. Maybe you just realize you've lost 7 pounds on that diet you've been on for 2 months. But focusing on the positive can shift your perspective and remind you that things aren't all that bad. Because there are people who have it worse. You may have a raggedy ass car, and you drive that car to work, and you cuss about that car the whole time you driving it to work. But just stop and look at how many people you pass on the bus stop on your way to work that wish they had your little raggedy ass car. What about that? Yeah. I keep telling y'all to get a journal. Sometimes the jumble of emotions and thoughts swirling around in your current situation can feel overwhelming. Mhm. Get you a pen and paper and let it out. Seeing it written down can help you process things and identify areas you might have some control over. Being able to see where you're at and what you're doing, what have you done, may help you to figure out the or is it and help you to move in another direction. help you to find that help that you've been needing. Yeah. So just writing it in a book, ta-da, right there by me. Writing it in a book helps. But sometimes you got to go back and read that and figure out what you have done to help you move forward. Sometimes you don't even have to look in that journal. You just need to go in your head and figure out what is it that I have done and what is my next step. But wait, there's more. So here's the cool part. It is what it is yet. That tiny yet is a game changer. And that you acknowledge things that are as they are, but also whispers a secret. Change is possible. Everything is changeable except for death. Maybe your job isn't what you really want it to be yet. But by accepting that, you can figure out what you actually want and start making moves towards that. Maybe you don't want to work fries no more. Maybe you want to flip the burgers now. Well, how do we figure out how to make that happen? Or maybe you need to make it happen somewhere else, at another place. Maybe you're going to school somewhere and you're not a big fan of the curriculum. Then guess what? Somebody's teaching that same curriculum somewhere else. Yeah. You can figure out what you actually want and start making moves towards that. It's like realizing the road you're on is a dead end. But hey, there's probably a cool detour just around the corner. Sometimes you get to the end of the road, but there's a field connecting you to a highway. You just got to go around that sign and walk across that field. Just because the sign says dead end, don't mean you stop. You can stop there and get out and look around and assess your options. You may have to go back the other way, or you may have to take it the rest of it on foot. Baby Sis says, I've never had a problem with asking for help if and when I need it. My mama used to say, closed mouths don't get fed. And if you don't ask, you don't know. This is very true, though. This is very true, sister. But to call her daughter, sorry. So make it happen. Make it happen without freaking out. Change takes work. No surprise there. Everybody knows change takes work. But when you accept your current situation, you can see things clearly. You can channel that frustration you might be feeling into taking some kind of an action. You know, because another thing our mother used to say is when you get sick and tired of being sick and tired, you will be sick and tired of being sick and tired. So I challenge you to set some SMART goals. SMART. I know you didn't know how to spell smart, but I want you to set some goals that are specific, measurable, achievable, relative, and time bound. I'm going to say that again. Specific, measurable, achievable, relative, and time bound. We do this all the time with the job. Now it's time for you to do it in your life. How about that? Set some SMART goals. What is it that I want to do? How long is it going to take me to do it? What are the achievables? What will I know? What do I need to achieve in order to know that I have got this done? Why? What is the relevance and what time frame am I giving myself to get this done? Don't just say get a new job. Break it down into smaller, actionable steps. Like maybe today I'll update my resume. Maybe tomorrow I'll go get my teeth fixed. Maybe the day after that I will sign up for some AI courses to learn how to do AI. Maybe next week I'll research some companies in my field next weekend or next week. Small things, little bitty things. Small wins lead to big changes if you allow it to. Find your support system, whether it's a friend, a mentor, or a therapist. Some of y'all need therapy for real. Having someone to talk to can be a huge help. I say this almost every show. Share your goals and struggles and let them cheer you on along the way. That is a very big part of it is what it is, or is it? Having somebody to encourage you to do more, to do better, to see further, that's huge. Life is just a bumpy ride, y'all, and we have to accept that. We got to embrace that fact. Shit happens. It does. That's life. You know, I'm going through some things right now myself because life happens. It really does. And the only way life stops happening is if you become unalive. And I pray that you don't. That's life. But by accepting what's happening now, you build resilience. You become a pro at rolling with the punches. You bounce back from setbacks with ninja like grace. Whoa! It's like training your emotional muscles to be strong and flexible. But you got to chill. And this newfound chill allows you to not only accept it, not only to accept the it is what it is, but to see it as a stepping stone to something even better. Happy birthday, my brother Norman. Norman Sewell, my brother from Kansas. Man, we've been knowing each other so long, but happy birthday, man. Thanks for stopping by the show tonight. But it is what it is. But to see it as a stepping stone, as something better, as a springboard, as a chance to move in another direction. You're welcome, Norman. Coley, I understand. I understand the quote, and I understand. You know, I know a little bit more than everybody else on the show, so I do get that. So, acceptance plus action. That's a winning combination for you right there. It really is. So, here's what I'm going to challenge you guys to do tonight. The next time it is what it is rolls out of your mouth, take a breath. Is it really the end of the story? Or is it just the beginning of the next epic chapter in your life? Hey, Annette. Yeah. The next time you say it is what it is, add those 3 words, or is it? Or add that one word, if. What if I do this? What if I did that? What if? And if is a very powerful word by itself. And or is it? These are things that cause, or is it, is a call to action. Thank you, Annette. Thank you, Brother James. You're right. Never give up, Brother James. You're right. You're right. Never give up. The next time you say, it is what it is, you really got to look at it and see, or is it? Do you have, first of all, do you want to change the situation? 2, what is it going to take for you to change this situation? Are you willing to do what it takes to change it? Because guess what? Until you say, I want to change this, it's not going to change. I always say you got 2 choices in every situation. You can accept it or you can accept it. You can accept it and take it for what it is and go right in that direction. Or you can accept it and say, yeah, I'm going to do something different. But that's up to you. Let me see here. Cheryl said, or is it denial of the situation? Love the word you're giving. Denial. Let me bite my tongue because I almost, as I say, sometimes it's not always good for me to say the first thing that comes to my mind, that comes up. Or is it denial of the situation? If it's a true situation, yes, we can force ourselves into a sense of denial. But once we come from up under that euphoria, that veil or whatever, we close our eyes and pretend it didn't happen. Once we realize that it did happen, we got two choices there: to deal with it on a positive or deal with it on a negative. We go back to what I said before. It is what it is, or is it? And then there's that if. If I do something different, then what's going to happen? I'm not going to use that old cliche about doing things the same time every time, because there's some things that we do every time and get the same results, and we like that. But James, you're right. Tomorrow does bring new choices. And this says, I must accept the SOS and know there is a light at the end of the tunnel. I bless my Father. He gave me an out. Because you didn't just accept the situation as it was. You said it is what it is, or is it? You looked at the if. If I open my mouth and ask for some help. And that's important, people. So again, the next time it is what it is rolls off your tongue, take a breath. Is it really the end of the story? Ask yourself, is this really the end of the story or just the beginning of the next epic chapter? Embrace the yet. Y-E-T. Small word means a heck of a lot. Right there with if. It's just 3 letters instead of 2. Because embracing the yet. If you embrace the yet, you can watch your world transform. Because yet means there's a possibility that you're looking towards it, that you're moving towards something. It won't happen overnight, people. Your life is not going to change overnight. Nothing will change overnight. But with acceptance as your foundation and a little effort, you can create a reality that's both true to the present and bursting, popping with potential. As long as you're drawing breath, there is the potential for something more, something better. Unless you just say it is what it is and do nothing else. But then if you say it is what it is, or is it? You can, if you say it out loud to yourself, you can't even say it without your head turning to the side and your brain goes, it puts you just into thought. It is what it is, or is it? And you just automatically go, Your body your mind, I know I do. My mind goes, Then I go into if, and then I go into yet. And then the next thing you know, I got 2,000 thank you tags back here being stuffed, or whatever the situation may be. And that says, my yet is a bright new beginning because I see it. I'm gonna say amen twice to that, and give you a round of applause and a salute there, soldier, because your mission is not completed. Yeah, you can create a reality that's both true to the present and has a lot of potential. So, with that, I'm gonna say go forth and conquer that yet. Go forth and see what's happening with that, or is it? Go forth with the if and see what happens. Well, Mr. Knapp, I'm glad to hear that. People, life is lifing. It is. Life is lifing, and it will continue to life. It continues to be what it is. We just got to find a way and make a way to move forward, to be better, to understand our situations, and not let our situations dictate who we are or what we are. So that's the message for this week, y'all. Again, happy birthday to all the birthday people. Norman, thank you for the special surprise and stopping by. Let's get out of here. So, say as we always say, I love you, God loves you. Take care of yourself, love yourself, respect yourself. Don't forget to hit like, a love, and share my message tonight if you enjoyed it. Respect our vets. Take care of them children. Love them children. Give them a hug for me. Guys, it ain't over until it's over. Oh, thanks, Dave. Yeah, I was rocking that today. Um, this has been, let me turn that one off. Let's see here. I'm looking across. I got my screens all messed up tonight. So, guys, again, I'm Vernon Longhorn Davis, in case you didn't know. And this has been another episode of Messages in the Madness. And I'm out. I'm going to see y'all next week. So, God bless y'all. Until next week, $2.